Hello, teacups. Hope you're doing well. Tonight we're continuing with the Amphoreus story, and we are doing Stars Cleanse the Troubled Thoughts.
It's still early. Where to now?
Welcome in, Jen. I'm glad you're alive. Today was a really weird Monday. Like, at first it started out fine, and then slowly weird things started happening, you know? And it became more of a Monday. And by the end of it, I was ready to come home. But that's why we enjoy our evenings, right? Because we get to come home, forget about the day, relax. Mostly you ended up on BT's stream and there was a commercial and it said I wasn't subscribed and I was like, excuse you. Well, hopefully his stream is going well. So tonight's tea is Bigelow Orange and Spice Herbal Tea. This is what the package looks like. And it's not sponsored, by the way. And I love this tea. You get a very nice, intense scent of the cinnamon, which is followed up by the citrus notes of the orange. And they're very equally balanced when you drink them together. And I haven't tried it iced, I don't think yet, but I think I probably will soon. But I really like to drink it hot. Alright, so Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. The 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. So we're missing 2. I think that would be the time-bearing Titan and the world-bearing Titan. So 10 among them have fallen, their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each Titan. Oh yeah, the sky one. Hey, welcome in, Boring Wesley. How are you doing tonight? We have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the undying Mightimos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Oh, Trian. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of the world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence, have you found your answer? The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow choose two, granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. I know! I feel so buggy, you guys. I had to take a tick off of my husband, and now I'm just like, I feel like things are crawling, and I'm like, I hate ticks. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again. Castress. Aww. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphoreans cherished epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Of course, whenever you're like, inner peace, your cell phone's gonna ring. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts. Or so you tell yourself. Gray Mystery. Last time in Styxia, 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water, a big shiny chest. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge Waterscape. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. That's one thing I can appreciate about the Trailblazer.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
He doesn't let things get him down for too long.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it? No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh? Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
I also have a bad feeling about this. Wow. Our thoughts are dark in this place. Butterfly perch.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before?
Yeah, the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mommy!
Oh no, I knew it. I knew he was gonna come face to face with him.
Look out! Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with Time's power as soon as we can.
The river of souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
Who is this guy? Gollum?
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow?
Yeah, no problem. Take your time. Everything's good here.
I don't understand this language at all. Am I hallucinating?
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to give us the creepy laugh. That was mean,
I
Cypher.
couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
What a terrible person. Let's leave.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Amphoreus isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are. Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
You panicked because you had 3 people in your team. I could see why you would panic in that situation.
Yep, exactly.
Even I was a little unnerved.
I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Ooh, we got a message from Finan.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove. Live handsomely. You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
Okay, we have a redeem for Ask Me Anything. Will you pull Cypher in the second half? That depends on if I have any currency left over when I get Finan.
So, as long as I keep going down this path,
I
all
would
those
also really like to
predestined
get his light
prophecies
comb,
and
so I don't
fears
know.
will never catch up to me.
I do like her. Like, I would definitely pull for her on a rerun.
Ah! That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
How about you? Are you gonna pull for Cypher?
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the
Archimans
Express.
hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
Nah, definitely need Finan. I tried for Hyacinth because she's good for Mighty and Cass, but I lost, so now I'm at a guarantee. Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't get her. But I mean, Finan's a really good character. Although, I mean, I don't know much about his kit, but I'm sure he's gonna be pretty good.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphoreus' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphoreus believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphoreus, Aquila is known for being the most
Aquila.
capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames
The
have yet
sky
to be
above
returned.
affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the crisis heir.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems. Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please proceed, but be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely
You honor
delicate.
me with your trust. I will be very careful.
This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
I would suggest to have built characters like Boothill, 2 supports, and Natasha. Okay.
If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphoreus that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider
It's weak to
ceasing your
physical, ice,
support
and
for the
quantum.
Flame Chase journey? It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
By the way, I heard in this patch that due to schedule conflicts, some of the characters aren't voiced. If you've played it already in English, how many characters is it? Is it a lot?
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain
Oh, just Donham?
interests.
Okay, well we've been going through that for a while now. I must be frank, when visiting Dawn Cloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
That's not good. Is this a trap? Is that why you've accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donham. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. One
1 against 4 then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs? So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
I think he will. You don't mess with Don Hong. He just doesn't know it yet. The ones who need help are them. You go, Don Hong! He's about to light them up. Who's he fighting?
You have such overwhelming power, so why?
Oh, the Flame Reaver.
Answer me! Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Yeah, he is. He's gonna wipe the floor with them.
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out. Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Meatball Marinara? Is that what you're having?
But
Sounds
combat
good.
isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began. Don't worry. I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a
Ooh, nice.
little
And potato
embarrassing
salad.
to
Sounds
say
good.
this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thank you.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphoreus. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. I'm far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills. And until I can match their strength. Every time I say
He is
something,
nice to
things get
everyone.
so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
Ooh, I got a really nice buff, by the way, in the Divergent universe earlier, where they put extra breakables in the levels, and then when I broke them, I got extra rewards. Loved it. So where am I going? That is the question. That's not where I want to go.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here?
Time to read the trashiest novels.
I'm out to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
You're quite relieved that Don Hung isn't around. No one would be there to judge your reading taste. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text, non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. You love the curio where every time to enter a place you get healed and your technique points refresh. Ooh, that's a good one. Very handy when you're using Akron to speed run the Divergent universe. I wish I had Akron to be able to do that. But I didn't do too bad today. I had a pretty good team. If you read them all, you'll get them as books in your inventory. Oh, nice. Forbidden Love, the Tree, and the Butterfly. Oh, this is the story of Circes and Menesta? Very long story. Oh yeah, they are. The One Punch God. Like One Punch Man.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading. Let's take a closer look.
Is that our first taste of the new voice actor?
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour,
My little
a
sister
time to
can't
feast
possibly
on
be this cute.
greens, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there
Yeah,
even
he is
any
really
spots
close to
left
the
to fish in
original.
Amphoreus these days? Well,
Something's odd about
By the way, I
Mem.
was gonna save this for
What are
the
they flipping through?
for when I was doing the Genshin stream. But have you guys seen that Paimon's actor is either stepping down, or some people say she's fired, but I think she actually stepped down because of the strike, and they're gonna have to get somebody new to voice Paimon now. And I'm kind of sad because I worry that that means more of the original voice actors are gonna start, you know, stepping down, and they're gonna have to get replaced. And I thought Karina, I mean, she did a good job with Paimon.
oh, these cards are so detailed and fine.
Oh, she was fired? Because I saw a couple of videos where they said she stepped down.
Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all? Ah! What? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So
That was weird.
suspicious. Not like their usual self.
What are you reading? Tell me. Tell me, good sir. I want to know.
I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend. In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune. You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaya became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
10% luck, 20% will.
Talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
%. Boring? I almost read the other thing.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphoreus Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards.
He's talking about his
Yeah,
friend.
just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. They always cast a shadow in front of us. Clouding, that's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown. Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
That looks like him.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us? Who's there?
Uh-oh.
You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphoreus quite thoroughly.
Yeah, I was just thinking it looked like the one that's in the book.
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased. Glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people
Yeah,
as
I know. They're
straightforward
so
as you,
cocky.
Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Because you want to kill us like everyone else?
Keep your
Yeah,
cool,
I
partner.
don't want to hear you talking
They've
anymore.
come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Whatever they're selling, he's not buying it.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Aw. Her Pegasus is cute.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Ika is so cute. Look at the little bow tie.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets
Sounds
things.
like Togepi from Pokemon.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty.
Togepi.
Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove.
I'm gonna take a quick break here of about 5 minutes and then I'll be right back. back.
The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
Thank you. Is the sound both in the game and my sound okay? Because it sounds a little strange to me on this side.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Okay. Just checking.
Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treeby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing alright. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
Thanks for letting me know.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya!
Uh-oh.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Moments ago, in Marmorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphoreus a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Of course it would be her.
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your... incompetence.
Oh. 10 out of 10. That was a burn.
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Troma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
I don't think she'd
In
want
this
any
moment,
gift they want to give her.
I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Oh no. What's going on? What is she gonna do? No, they're switching us!
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags.
What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Little Cypher is cute.
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
No, she's looking out for her.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphoreus' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Goliath.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago.
Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Oh, she's purring.
This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely.
80-20 it is.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's good?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't... got it.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Tried to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate. Mission accomplished.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care
Jen, I
of.
think we need a band.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Self-taught. Oh, self-taught.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back. Yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Thanks for the look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all. Let me try this on. Huh? Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other?
I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real
It's okay,
thing.
thank you.
Cypher rules! Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course, spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember, of course. Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
controller for the hands of Zagreus?
Indeed it is.
Here we go round the river of souls. Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
Ah, what are you even singing?
You're totally.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket.
Seriously, what was the Titan thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Black lady.
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay? Ah! This thing's way too loud.
Oh, I guess we can't use it? What?
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure love of stupidity.
He is hilarious. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so... You said quantum. Ooh, guitar for the story.
So,
Yes.
Princess Homebody, can I have a look at your big scythe?
Who else did you say? Physical, right? That should do, right? Yeah, but I get to use Cypher. Look at her. Oh, nice. It's probably the only time I'll get to use her. Pleasant looking trash.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me a little imp without a digestive system.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing, it's a rogue nature. Huh?
It's like, wait a minute.
Come on, let's do this. Bring it on.
Found me.
Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. We can do it.
It feels like we're building up to, like, something really big here. Because there's been a lot of small stuff.
We can do anything.
Excuse me.
Found me.
Remember to aim. Let's do it.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
There's your reward. Those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Such an
I'll be
ugly and
forced to
useless
use hyacinth.
creature, taken
Okay.
down with just a couple of hits. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh.
Interesting.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akuma. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. It does...
Yeah, the world just isn't fair. Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Gepali's Brook?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Oh,
Who asked you to picture?
right. I didn't...
How ridiculous. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, where should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Zen?
Never thought.
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. Hand of Zagreus.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That was a miss. Okay, fine. I can't go down any lower. There we go.
Looks like a charm.
Not bad.
Let's go.
Hey, slow down.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest? Oh. Maybe you're right. Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase. This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed. If even boss lady said so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here. Get digging. Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat?
Oh, isn't it?
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honors all.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my
That is the easiest one I've ever seen. Why aren't they all like that?
Told you, nothing can stop. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you. Don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Wait, why am I... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Boss, how did you...
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kephal's?
We've been partners in crime.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, if you want to keep that lie from falling apart.
Even if it weren't for saving...
You may...
Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
No.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use?
Yeah,
I'm
I do
so
feel
good
bad
at
for her.
lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival. At all costs, stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side. Then you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation?
I wouldn't have invited you if
you're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the
the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart, Cypher.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Pressure, fear, planting seeds of anxiety. From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th. Objectively, the rise of the Cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history. Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal. Maybe no easier than creating a miracle.
Yeah, he's not my favorite. I don't like this robot guy.
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from because Aglaya is dead.
I didn't mean to hit that last one so quickly. She can't be...
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finon. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finon, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far. I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the world wound web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once.
Aglaya? Is this... blasted? Those guys... But how could they possibly... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Oh, Finan looks so sad.
Finan?
You're crying again? Don't cry.
What should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Well, now he's mad.
Cartonis? You're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact. I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be.
She really did. Because she, like, hung on for so long that, like, her soul was stretched really thin.
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless envy that child. There's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
She respected
The
and
city
adored
is silent.
Finan. She wasn't cold.
Tension is
She was
building with
warm and
every
radiant
passing
as the
second.
sun. That's a good way to summarize it.
The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily. I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Alright, I think on that note, I am going to end it here. I really want to take a minute and thank you for all of your support. Jen, especially for the time you take being moderator, and for those that pop in on the chat and watch. I really appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday.